All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there is a Sniper Wolf update, a crazy one. YouTube finally responded. YouTube finally got involved and had some shiz to say, and shiz to fling. She's been flinging and shizzing, and let's see what YouTube's doing with my boy Oompaville. Spoilers, it's bad. Spoilers, I am much more, I guess, mean and based than people think I am, but I'm also much nicer than other people think I am. So, hot take, she should be deplatformed, and they should take one of her fake boobs as, like, punishment.
Guys, welcome back to a really awesome, fun video.
I missed the person I was 30 seconds ago before having to witness this.
Sniper Wolf has been talked about a lot on the channel recently, and she's been on Twitter even more.
Yeah, and she has been making a hell of a lot of money from my boy Oompaville, almost enough to continue moisturizing that mustache. Goddamn, Oompy, you're looking hot as always today.
Pretty sure she's been trending for like 2 straight weeks. She's a fairly controversial creator who has been brought to the forefront of the zeitgeist by Jacksfilms in recent times.
Are you telling me Sniper Wolf is stealing from a freebooter?
Oh my god. I'm jaxing up! Bro, just peak comedy has been achieved.
From him calling out her content theft and the lack of her fair use, right? She's a reaction channel that doesn't...
I love how most people, when they actually respond to drama, they do it to try to make it better. Her response was, yes, but I can also be stalking.
Really, like fair use, you can react to stuff legally. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed the news, fair use. You're talking over it. You're adding something to it. You're not taking away from the original piece of media. You're not creating just a pure substitute. The argument is that Sniper Wolf does not do this.
Elon Musk said, believe what you see, not what you're told. And the sad part is half the people who favorited this still probably just believe what they're told.
Damn, okay. At least that was commentary. It wasn't good commentary, but it was commentary. Yes, I might want to kill myself, but that's not just because of her. There are plenty of reasons why I want to kill myself.
Not falling under the lines of fair use. She's not making transformative content, and she makes a lot of money off of the taking advantage of that.
How you do that?
And this is bad, and this is wonk. After him calling...
True and real. And she's also in your walls. Guys, so Sniper Wolf doesn't just steal content, she also lives in your walls.
Her out pretty consistently for a month or two.
Oh, wait. Yes, I told you. It's literally Grandma's sewing kit.
She decided to clap back, and the whole internet came for her throat. And her clapback, to be honest, was not exactly the Ja Rule type clapback that we're used to. For those of you who are completely out of the loop, and if you are, may God bless your soul. On October 3rd,
everyone's in the loop at this point. I mentioned this before, but this drama is, it's as big as the Logan Paul Suicide Forest drama. And in my humble opinion, even though people don't seem to agree with me on this hot take, it's worse. A lot of people are like, dude, it's not worse than the It is. It is.
13th, 2023, Sniper Wolf doxed a fellow creator, Jacksfilms.
Last night, Sniper Wolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home
by standing outside.
Every time I see that clip, every time I think about it, it just blows my mind all over again that this actually happened. Is that just me? Is it just me that, like, every time I hear it, and it's news, everyone knows this already, it's a fact that happened, there's no two narratives going on here. She literally went to his house and posted his house on her Instagram for 5 million nutcases that hate him already.
Of his home and putting pictures and media of his home on her Instagram story for her 5.
Is it only because I got swatted? Maybe it's because I got swatted and I dealt with doxers and stuff like that. Maybe that's why it hits me harder. But honest to God, this is like horrible. This is horrible.
5 million fans to see.
Recorded a video of our home and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line,
she also sexually harassed kids and falsely accused a man of being a sex offender. Dude, we are not listing the crimes, okay? She's also false copyright striked and false copyright claims. She also steals content. She also doesn't credit content creators that she steals from. She also gets into fake beef. She also is a hypocrite. She also cheats and fakes her gameplay. She also is getting sued by her ex-boyfriend for stealing shit that he owns. Dude, yeah, the list goes on. She has done everything.
let's talk like adults.
I'm not going to show the content of his house, but this was the main viral post that she made. Should I go visit Youngfield? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. And she gave a democratic vote to her fans which I respect in some sense.
Sort of.
To tell whether or not she should
Do you really though?
go visit him. Literally, she wanted to pull up on her Jacksfilms. She even called him out pretty much and said she was outside and waiting to talk to Jack because he had been harassing her for months. I just wanted to talk. No ill intentions. And do I believe there was ill intentions? No, probably not.
I do.
But she has kind of a, like, honestly, it's fair to be afraid of this person, this 5'3" small woman. She's been...
Beautiful woman, by the way. Don't swamp me, Sniper Wolf. I'm just saying I am one of your biggest fans. I am preying on your downfall, and I am loving it, so that makes me a fan, sort of. I'm just saying, Sniper Wolf, so don't actually. But if you do, I have a gun.
She's had some run-ins with the law, I guess we could just say. And I think this is her real photo, too, I'm pretty sure. And this obviously made Jack pretty upset, as you can imagine. And then Jack called her out on Twitter, as one does in 2023. And then she began trying to deliberately shift the blame.
Honestly, I feel so bad for Jacksfilms. Holy crap. Man literally got doxxed to crazos. It's just... Dude, it's nutty. It's nutty. I feel so bad for the man.
From her, you know, her being at fault here for filming his home, to him trying to ask her fans, should I get a restraining order on him?
Like, should I get a restraining order?
More democracy. It's hard not to respect that. It's kind of hilarious because she's the one who escalated this, in all honesty, like, regardless of whether or not it was doxing, regardless of whether or not it's wrong, regardless of whether or not Jack could beat her up in a fight or she could beat him up in a fight.
He can.
Still, you shouldn't just do that. Right? Like, I think we can agree. It's the fucking internet. It's not real life. This isn't real beef.
It's true! And I don't actually want to suck your mustache, Oompaville. I only want to do it over the internet!
Content. What the You should be able to make as many videos as you want about someone. It doesn't matter. Like, it's as long as it's not completely untrue or false.
Or harassment. Like, if it's actually, you know, criticism or whatever, that's totally fine. If it's harassment, then whatever. That violates the weird bullying policy that YouTube implemented after Leafy was nuked.
Come on, dude. That in no way compares to actually physically showing up at someone's house.
By the way, I am physically going to be showing up at Oompaville's house at some point. I will not be doxing him. However, I will be trying all of his weapons.
If you think it does, then I feel like that's dumb. To be honest, not to be rude, because I do have respect for people's differing opinions, but to me that just seems like dumb.
I have respect for people's different opinions. If you are still supporting Sniper Wolf after this, I have respect for your opinion. I just never want to speak to you again, because it means you have the brain of a man-child.
Those things are not the same. Those things are not even on the same planet. It's not something I would ever think of doing as a result of some internet drama. And once again, I don't think she posed any danger to Jack, but it's not her, it's her fans, her audience. We are influencers.
No, she personally didn't pose danger to Jack. She just gave his address to 5 million people, and now so many more that are talking about this. Dude, that is the danger. It's not her personally. She's not personally gonna beat up Jacksfilms.
As people like to call us, and we have influence. Even if you don't want to, you still have influence. The things you say matter, the things you do matter, the things you film matter, the posting, the people's houses that you show up to, that matters in the eyes of your fans, and it can influence them to do things. I think that's the big problem. People were saying that
I am Sniper Wolf. I am the one who dox.
He doxed Jack, by the way. That's like the main thing, and that is illegal in a lot of states. I know it's illegal in Texas. It's also illegal in California to dox someone with the intention of like stalking harassment. A bit of a Sniper Wolf as a stalker meme started as well, as you can probably see that coming to fruition. Makes sense.
Very based. I love how memes are how you could really know the truth of reality.
She says she doesn't even know how to dox, and saying that she did that.
This is the best ever, ever, ever. Every time I see this, I just get floored. Accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox.
That's defamation. I don't even know how that's true, dude. I don't have
any. And here's the thing that I've been saying forever. I understand that she's not banned on YouTube. Okay, I don't really understand. She should be banned off YouTube, just saying. However, how is she not banned off Instagram? Like, that is the platform that she used to, you know, do her heinous crimes.
Idea, but we're moving on. This shit stunk pretty bad, and it made its way up the chain. People were calling for YouTube to do something about this. Give some kind of consequence for the actions of Sniper Wolf. YouTube tweeted a bunch over the last week, and
yeah, dude. Oh man, the way YouTube tweeted sticking my Gyat in the Rizzler till I phantom tax. Honestly, that was one of my favorite tweets that YouTube made.
Just sort of ignored everything that happened, or at least it seemed like.
No, YouTube did tweet one thing that was relevant. YouTube tweeted, "Is reacting to a reaction too meta?" That was the one thing that that YouTube actually tweeted, and it was like, oh god.
There's no news about anything happening to SniperWolf. In fact, the community notes on Twitter were destroying
they were beautiful.
YouTube and all of their tweets.
Beautiful.
Wouldn't it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video?
Yeah, that's the tweet I was talking about. And then the community note on Twitter is, for additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber, SSSniperwolf, who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jacksfilms. Dude, community notes coming in and railing YouTube.
For additional context, it needs to be known that this tweet was written in the wake of a controversy regarding a reaction YouTuber, SniperWolf, who recently leaked the personal information of a fellow creator on the platform, Jacksfilms. Source, Business Insider. Getting ratioed, getting destroyed, getting annihilated on Twitter by the community notes is something I did not expect to see YouTube having happened to them, being the victim of.
Yeah, that's wild.
Weird. This made a lot of people mad that YouTube was kind of turning a blind eye to their darling creator and you know, just throwing out strikes over the last couple of years to people willy-nilly. I myself, I've gotten quite a few strikes. I would say YouTube's been fairly reasonable to me early on. I don't think so, but once I began to build a rapport and relationship and communicate with them,
yeah, I'm happy for you, bro. I still get lots of demonetized and stuff, but same here. For the most part, it's fair. There are a couple of times here and there that I was not happy with, but at this point, thankfully, we're in a pretty good spot right now.
Things became a lot more realistic. They started to treat me like a person, not just a source of money for them, which is cool.
But but the issue with that is they only start treating you like a person once you become a source of money for them.
Unfortunately, that's not how it is with a lot of my friends and a lot of my fellow creators. But if you're SniperWolf, it doesn't seem like there are any consequences at all. I sort of made this a gender thing in the last video, which I didn't necessarily intend on doing. I just wanted to make a point, right?
Yeah, this isn't a gender thing. This is a cash cow thing. This is a famous person thing. This has nothing to do with gender. This has to do with clout. Some people have so much clout and are making YouTube so much money that even though they commit the most heinous and evil, crazy actions, they are immune to consequence.
If I showed up to a female creator's house who had made videos on me, I would be annihilated. I mean, I would not have a channel. I'd probably be in jail. I genuinely believe that. Do I think that that's a man v woman thing? To some extent, yeah, but also there's a lot of nuance and context that I just simply don't understand. And
see, when it comes to getting arrested, I think it might be more of a man v woman thing. When it comes to getting like the special treatment from YouTube, I don't think it's a man v woman thing.
I don't know YouTube's thought process on
But you know what is a man v woman thing, all right? This is an incredibly hot take, so Twitter, I hope you're ready for your next Nux hate thread. That you've been doing a lot of them lately. I appreciate and respect the good work. Thank you for watching all of my videos to make some good Nux hate threads. Brother, the clips of freaking SniperWolf on our old Omegle content going to minors, literal like 15-year-olds, and saying to these alleged 15-year-olds, hey, alleged 15-year-old, I'll show you my boob if you show me your ass. And that happens! And it's on her channel.
This at all, and the way that they have enforced their rules for the last 5 to 10 fucking years makes zero sense. So to me, it just seems like I'm gonna get bullied and you are gonna get bullied. But for some reason, SniperWolf faces no consequences. Why? We don't know, but we're gonna find out. By the way,
yeah! I love how we don't know, but we're gonna find out, and the answer is just money. She just makes so much money.
Tweet. What a great joke that was. Imagine doing a reaction video to a reaction video.
Dude, I love random Oompaville seizure content. It's my favorite.
This isn't just like, you know, accidentally putting a video in your video that you weren't supposed to put in there, like what I've done a couple times, or maybe accidentally putting a slur in a thumbnail like I've never actually done.
Shout out to Oompaville, who got away with putting a slur in a thumbnail one time because he didn't know it was a slur. I love that story so much. That's one of my favorite Oompaville stories.
Purpose. This is like something real life. This is bad. The internet is not real, right? The internet's just fake. You can just unplug it and walk away and go outside and enjoy the birds and the bees and see the beauty in nature and realize the living and breathing ecosystem that you should be incredibly grateful to be a part of.
100%. That is why when someone got 2.5 million views on their tweet calling me a pedophile last week or yesterday or whatever it was, because I called Octavia from Hell of a Boss a lolly or something, like in a reaction to Yeah, it didn't really bother me that much, honestly. I'm like, damn, I have real life issues like paying taxes. Like, fuck you guys.
People don't do that, really, unfortunately. And YouTube.
And I make a lot of money, so I pay a lot of taxes. Like, it's rough out here paying as much taxes as I do. Holy shit.
Especially didn't do that. Instead, they just kind of ignored this and then cracked a hilarious joke. And as you can imagine, guys, people were really mad. Even Jack Spadicy was mad, dude. Well, now this is just dumb. True, dude. Honestly, true. I love Jack. I think he's incredible. He's one of the oldest legends of YouTube, and he's got quite a few strikes from YouTube. And clearly, he's not happy with the ways that the rules are being enforced. I would like to ask this.
Understandable.
What the f did YouTube think was going to happen when they tweet this thing?
Yeah, that was
the
wild.
Biggest reaction creator that they have. How could you not realize that? How could you be so tone deaf, and how could you be so stupid to not realize that this would have a negative reaction to the millions of people who are tuned into this? Do they just not
What
care?
if it actually was an accident? What if YouTube did it just like totally like by coincidence and they didn't mean it? Huh? I think that that's possible. Unlikely, perhaps. Possible. YouTube's just pretty dumb and brain dead and tone deaf. So like, you never know.
About it because she's got like an in with the company? Do they just not care about it because they don't think it's a very big deal? Do they not care about it because she makes them a lot of money?
Ding, 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 ding.
Probably.
Oh, okay, all right. He did the same thing. Okay, all right.
YouTube's kind of alone, it seems like. Everyone was mad. Even Philip DeFranco.
Today, we're talking about why people are so furious at YouTube right now.
God, he was making videos on it. I love Philly D. You know, he's pretty cool. Penguin Zero, he's pretty all right, cool dude, too.
Right now, Sniperwolf is
Oh my god. He went back to his house after his last video that he filmed in a hotel room so that he doesn't get doxxed by Sniperwolf.
a lot like the aliens on the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney World.
What?
Just getting blasted.
Okay.
Somewhere in Gamers Mood Horror. All these guys are great and all right.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, we got some serious stuff to talk about today.
They are on everyone. It seems like everyone is on one side.
Yeah,
And then
one thing, shout out to Sniperwolf for uniting the YouTube community in a way that we have not seen since Logan Paul. I think that Logan Paul is the only person, aside from Sniperwolf, that is so successful at just uniting a YouTube community. People from different races, different countries, and different worlds coming together purely for the beautiful moment of making fun of a horrible human being that has committed a horrible act. I would like to shout out Sniperwolf for causing world peace.
there's YouTube, and then Sniperwolf, and a bunch of just weird contrarian people who were like, aren't you afraid of a little girl attacking you?
Dude, I got comments on my video about Sniperwolf. People be like, honestly, I do think Jack was harassing her a little bit. And so what if she showed up to his house? Doesn't really matter. She doesn't pose a threat. I like the fact that there are even people on that side of history still blows my mind, to be honest.
Yeah, I am. The whole thing is just so funny and makes no sense at all. We even have other examples of creators doing things off platform that have resulted in permanent bans. There are creators who have had their entire livelihoods taken away because they made jokes in 2016 or 2017. It is unbelievable. There's no uniformity or logic at all to the application of the terms of service of this fucking... It's bad. It's annoying. It's frustrating. There are some hilarious layers of irony that I would like to point out in this story as well.
I love irony.
We're not getting any answers of what YouTube would do in regard to Sniperwolf. People removed Sniperwolf from the equation and asked YouTube some advice, and we got...
Oh, dude, this is the best. So, but before doing that, the craziest part about not doing anything to Sniperwolf right now, you are basically giving a green flag to YouTubers to dox each other.
Yeah, this response. Hey, what's your policy on if a YouTuber doxes another YouTuber? Said Clarice. Sorry, I didn't mean to give her a annoying voice. YouTube said, we don't allow harmful behaviors like threat and doxing. This resource is more info about our harassment and cyberbullying policy. Also, if you face personal info shared, you can file a privacy complaint. And then they got ratioed again by community notes. YouTube has still not taken action against Sniperwolf, who doxed Jacksfilms' house on an Instagram story that she later deleted.
Bro, whatever you want to say about Elon Musk, those freaking Twitter notes are glorious.
You got the bot response right off the bat. But when it comes to the sweet, darling Sniperwolf, who, by the way, I have to admit, is quite a beautiful woman. She's very...
Every video he says it. Man knows exactly how to dodge that harassment policy strike.
Very beautiful. Just radio silence, dude. They don't give a... They don't give a... They don't care. If it actually means anything, no support, no answers. Another YouTuber, Solly G, reached out directly to YouTube to get a response to them on some questions related to this situation. And we have this. It's very strange. Hi, I just have a quick community guidelines question. Sure, what is it? I'll do my best to help. Someone on YouTube has been making jokes about me. Am I allowed to drive to their house, post their address to my Instagram, and incite my followers to do the same? Since I'd be doing it off platform. Regarding on the things that you will do outside of YouTube platforms, I apologize as I cannot provide any details since YouTube's not allowed to meddle if it is outside of our scope. It will be up to your own discretion on what you will do to them outside YouTube platform. So it wouldn't necessarily be against TOS to do so. Yes, since it would be outside YouTube scope. I don't think Marcus knows.
This is a new thing, by the way. This is a new freaking thing. This was not the case in the past. In the past, you do something off platform, you're getting nuked. Nuked! Scammers and stuff were banned off the platform. People like Andrew Tate or whatever are banned off YouTube for stuff that they do outside of YouTube. Like, this is the oldest news in the world. Dude, look at EDP445, okay? Man was banned off YouTube because he's an alleged pedophile, but he didn't freaking do pedophile stuff on YouTube. Like, that rule is so wild. It's been enforced for years. Why would you change this rule just to save one person with no personality? My God, just siphon all those viewers into people that deserve it. Like Oompaville. Because his mustache is beautiful. And God, it's just the way it wiggles when he speaks. It just makes me feel a certain way.
He's talking about. I don't think Marcus is that invested in the YouTube platform. Quite frankly, I don't think Marcus is a YouTube employee. I think he's a contracted man in a call center somewhere. No offense, because this like directly contradicts a lot of information online. YouTube is not allowed to meddle in anything outside of its scope.
What? Bullshit.
So days and 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 days. And finally, today, 5th of October 2023, YouTube respond conforming.
It happened! YouTube actually responded. Bro! When I saw that YouTube responded, I was really happy. I thought that they were going to actually, you know, say that what SniperWolf did was wrong and we're going to suspend our monetization. That was my guess.
The SniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides.
Ah! The behavior on what? This. When I saw this, my asshole puckered in a way that it hasn't for years. One more time.
Personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place.
Jacksfilms does not feel safe in his own home because his address was leaked to millions of people online. SniperWolf steals content and is a stalker and has committed multiple felonies, was arrested, and does copyright involved. Anyway!
Couple problems with it, but YouTube finally did the impossible. They responded to a situation a fucking week after silence with the maybe worst response ever? Not the worst response ever, but not a very good one. Hey creators, Jack and SniperWolf, you both are doing things on YouTube that we don't want. Jack is criticizing one of the most exploitative, lazy creators that is-
Jack is literally doing something that is completely legitimate and fair on YouTube. Criticism is fair use. He criticizes without harassing, without insulting her. He literally is just criticizing her. He is doing the ultimate YouTube content. Comedy and transformative criticism on something that legitimately needs to be criticized. Her content theft without adding any personality at all.
Ever existed.
So she's just saying the joke louder in a sense.
And then the other one is filming his house. I just don't understand, man. It's not a good take. It's not the worst possible one. I said that it's not the worst possible take. It is definitely not a good one though. It is not a good one. There's also no timeline for how long her little suspension is. And by the way, I'm not rejoicing at this. I love to see consequences. I feel like this really isn't I think a strike would have made more sense.
Thank you. I don't know. I don't think a strike would make more sense personally. No, sir. I am not with you. I don't think a strike would make more sense. He needs to be off the platform for an extended amount of time for this. I really feel like that just demonetizing some videos is doing nothing. She's a millionaire.
Like a week-long strike, that makes more sense. Just show people that this is not something you can do. Give them a strike. If you do it 2 more times, that's the end. That's how all the other rules are fucking set across there. but instead you take away her money for a little bit of time, as if that changes anything. Why not take away her ability to post? But it doesn't end there, right? Money doesn't matter to Sniperwolf, I assume, right? Like, having a strike on your channel, 1 out of 3 chances that if you get 2 more, your channel goes poof. That's scarier, in my opinion. She's like
I do agree that that's scary, but I think, again, what does 1 strike do? I don't think 1 strike would do anything.
multi-billionaire, millionaire lady. So this is just super obvious favoritism, and it's quite frankly sad. Jack has been on the platform for such a long time and has done far more for YouTube than Sniperwolf ever has in making original, creative, good, high-quality content for a very long time. However you may feel, if you feel like his reaction to this is just soft, whatever you might see, I've seen soft thrown around a lot on Twitter, he's still objectively better than this girl. Like, how could you
Bro! Man just called her a girl? That's pretty sexist, not gonna lie. I can't believe Oompaville is just thinking that she should get a harsher punishment because she's female.
possibly ever see this as a scenario in which they are both doing bad things?
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I'm just a fucking idiot, so, and a douche. So it seems like YouTube is just...
I freaking love Oompy. I love him. He's like, Sniperwolf is evil. She should be canned. But then again, I'm an idiot and a douche. And dumb. And a misogynist. And a redneck. And my mustache is so big, it gets in the way of my vocal cords. Sometimes the things that you hear me say aren't actually the things that I say. It's just my mustache changed it on the way out. Like, listen, you don't know.
just kind of fine with doxing. You don't even get a strike. If you dox another creator, you don't even get a strike. In fact, I would like to know how long this monetization is halted for.
Oh, it's gonna be nothing.
I mean, that seems like good content other YouTubers could make, right? YouTube? I'm not going to do that, by the way. It's a joke. We could just make money off these giant dramatic doxing incidents because the law doesn't fucking matter. It's not, there's no ill intentions. It's just a joke. And I only lose monetization for a couple days or whatever, a couple weeks.
Brother.
This seems pretty awesome. I could commercialize this. I could replicate this on a frequent basis. I'd end up in jail.
Dude, it's like, you do, no, like, let me just make this clear for you for a second. She could still sell merch. Also, this is only, as far as I'm aware, people did research, and this is only demonetizing her new videos. It's not actually demonetizing any of the hundreds and any of the thousands of videos that she posted before the strike.
I was joking. I'm not going to dox anyone, by the way. I'm not, that's a joke. Complete joke. And by the way, Sniperwolf responded too, guys. An hour after YouTube's response.
This was definitely cooked up between her and YouTube together. YouTube will say, listen, we're going to give you a very little slap on the wrist, and in turn, you are also going to need to apologize and say that you learned, and we're going to work in this together.
It's almost like they got her to respond, and we'll read this, and I will kind of explain to you why I think that this is not... This is a chat GPT. It's a chat GPT response. This is worse than YouTube's response, for sure. By the way, this is the only thing that she said to any of this over the last months or any drama.
I love that she literally did not bring it to her YouTube channel. Her YouTube audience are 12-year-olds that are there to watch funny TikToks, and she does not want them to know that there's anything going on, and I really think it's working. Like, I know the like-dislike ratio on her videos are bad, but who cares about the like-dislike ratio? She's getting 1 million views on every video! She's still getting 1 million views a video. These kids don't know what's going on. These kids have no idea. Like,
really ever since a long time ago. This is her only time coming forward and taking responsibility or accountability for anything. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent accent. It's inexcusable.
I can't do it with the Oompaville voice. The Oompaville sniper voice is just killing me.
I'm sorry to Jacksfilms, YouTubes, and the entire creator communities, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolutions. Jacksfilms, who we certainly don't see
she's not even calling him Jacksfilms, like his actual name.
And have our differences. I'm sorry for reacting the way that I did when I should have taken the opportunity to share young career.
Damn, it almost looks like not reacting is her flaw everywhere, huh?
Professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or...
Man, Oompaville is dying keeping the voice up right now.
Content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate.
Oh my god, that's a whole...
I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable.
Sure! Shout out to YouTube for holding me accountable. Wink, wink. Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate it.
Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lobster and gentleman. The responses to Leah's response were pretty funny. By the way, even I did one. It was probably the funniest one.
Yeah.
Sniperwolf using ChatGPT to generate this, posting it, then checking comments to see if people believe she can write and read and think.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, I'm really stupid.
Nice.
But
That was a good one.
I have a book club. If you go to gump.club, you can join my book club membership
Yo!
and sign up for my newsletter, guys. I got a newsletter.
Gump.club.
You ever wanted to be red pilled by me? Want to know my thoughts on things that don't involve the internet? And want to see me actually be serious and a little bit more edgy? I don't really fucking know.
Yeah, sure. Oompaville, edgy, please. Oompaville, edgy. Come on, what's he gonna say? Respect women? Please. He's not gonna betray his core audience by respecting women all of a sudden.
The word libtard. I don't even know if that's a slur. I don't know what that is. Yeah, go sign up for it. You know, it helps support the channel. It's cool, and we can all read a book. In November, we'll be reading The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus. Go to gump.club now and sign up. Bro, come on. Come on. Please. Please. Unless this is going to be how it is for, like, all of us from now on. This is how you're going to treat any of us for doing anything.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Don't really do anything. There's no reaction. Please don't let this be the new thing. Please don't thank YouTube for holding you accountable. They really didn't hold you accountable. This is like milquetoast.
Yo, I'm gonna start saying shit like, guys, I know I committed a terrible crime, but I'd like to take this moment to thank YouTube for holding me accountable.
This is milquetoast. This is cringe. I'm gonna be honest. This is cringe. There are some elements of truth to this, by the way. You know, this is the internet, so a lot of this could just be fucking thrown out the window, like all the shit about showing how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating. There's no fun in that. There's more fun ways, more meaningful, more impactful ways to do this than doing what you did and what YouTube did. She could have literally just come forward weeks and weeks and weeks ago and just said, yo, I know my content's terrible. This is what I've done. This is what I know. It makes a lot of money. It does really well. And that, quite frankly, is what I care about. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourselves. That would have made me respect her quite a bit. And it's not even her changing. It's just an acknowledgement and taking responsibility for something that isn't necessarily good, but still, this is like not fucking taking, this is the most milquetoast thing ever. But I tell you what,
no, that wasn't just milquetoast. I feel like YouTube told her, listen, we're gonna slap you on the wrist, but you need to make some sort of accountability tweet. So she went to ChatGPT and she was like, make me an accountability tweet.
She's still beautiful. She's still a very
Shout
beautiful
out
woman
to
with a lot of success.
Yeah.
And it's impossible not to respect that in some way.
Stop!
I like to confuse you guys. I think it's funny to confuse people.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Pavil. It's very nice of you. I'm very confused. She has 2 big success stories that she has featuring in all of her videos.
I've done this before, though, by the way. The whole phase situation, she apologized once the entire internet had turned on her.
Mayo, your boyfriend was texting me and was trying to hook up with me before he made you famous.
And yeah, she...
Nice ass... Oh, no, you didn't show the best clip where she says, nice ass implants, by the way. At least mine is real. And then she's like, oh, yeah, ass implants. Then she gets up, turns around, and pulls her pants down. This was one of the greatest dramas. And Sniperwolf has some good drama because she's, what's the correct word? Brain dead. Sniperwolf is dumb. She's dumb as mud.
Trying to hook up with me before he made you famous.
And yeah, she kind of owned up to her mistake, said she's sorry, but she waited until the absolute last possible moment.
Yeah, that's what she does. Listen, if you are not sorry, never apologize. That's my philosophy.
Sniperwolf apologized on Twitter. She said, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. It was wrong what I said, and no one deserves to be judged without knowing them. When there was nothing holding her back. There was nothing stopping
her 2 brain cells out there battling for 3rd place, and that's the apology she came up with.
Her from saying anything or making a video or not posting. Like, I just don't know, dude. I don't know. You know, is she gonna just stop posting while she doesn't have any ads on her channel? Is she gonna change?
Nope, she's gonna keep posting, getting 1 million views a video, maybe include some mobile game sponsorships to pay her millions, and she's gonna still sell merch. This slap on the wrist is not even gonna affect her empire, and that is why I'm mad. I feel like there should be literal repercussions for something like this.
Anything, time will tell. I guess this is a good opportunity for her to kind of backpedal and turn into it. I will admit there are some things she has improved, like she includes the ats of people now, which is pretty cool to give them credit. That's awesome. And that's like a big step.
Shout! Whoa! Schmouz out!
But it's still just terrible. I don't know, man. It's just, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I do think it will resolve, though. I'm positive in this. I think at the end of this situation, however long it takes, I think we'll be good. I think it will be good. I think this was terrible, and I think it's just going to make the pendulum continue to swing the way it was because people aren't going to be happy. This is not enough for a lot of people. For me, though.
Yeah, well, the way I see it, the best part of this situation is not the obvious coping that Oompaville's doing right now. because he is a much more optimistic man than I am. I am a pessimist, and I personally don't think that this will help anything at all. In fact, I would argue that it'll do a whole lot of nothing, and all it'll do is increase the crazy stress on poor Jacksfilms' head and his wife's head, and they're going to be mega stressed out, and they might move. They might move because of this. I respect Oompy for being optimistic, and yes, I see the mustache, and it mesmerizes me into a state of optimism as well. You're a very handsome man, Oompy. I would go to sour.gg and pick me up some sour candy for your discount. But that all said and done, straight up, one thing that Sniperwolf has done to give back to the community is a lot of people made a lot of money making fun of her.
You know, I think this is good. I think this is a good edge of the cliff, and we can just watch what happens from here. I think really the spotlight should be turned at YouTube as a platform and their team, who kind of didn't do anything at all for a really long time when everyone wanted them to do something. Seemingly everyone. I just don't know if they kind of think it's like it's the vocal minority. They just always bitch and moan. These people don't matter. But in reality, these are like the people that make up your platform.
Yeah. The thing I like about commentary YouTubers in general, I know a lot of people don't like commentary YouTubers because it's like low effort content compared to like Mr. Beast blowing up mountains and shit. Commentary YouTubers are the lifeblood of YouTube, I think. And they're really the voice of the platform. Every YouTuber, no matter who you are, you respect the commentary YouTubers. I mean, unless they hate you. So I agree. I think YouTube should just make Moist Critical the CEO of YouTube, honestly. At this point, listen, Moist Critical, you are now honorary CEO of YouTube. You make all of the decisions. Thank you.
The most active on your platform. Commercialization of drama, sure, is really bad, but at the same time, the most forms of commercialization of content are bad. Just like in general, reaction videos, everything is bad.
Like that's what I say. Like, a lot of people hate Kick streamers, and they like go out there and say, you're streaming on Kick. I don't hate Kick streamers. Yes, Kick is run by shady people, but you know what else is run by shady people? YouTube.
Everything is just bad. I'm bad. I'm an asshole. I'm terrible.
Don't say that, Opaville! God! You're breaking the immersion!
Fucking suck. You guys should unsubscribe, genuinely. Go watch people who make better content. Like, it's pretty simple. So I feel like we're back to ground zero. This is just nothing really has changed, and we're at a good spot to just watch the pendulum continue to swing and get out of the situation and see. I'm tired of making videos about Sniperwolf. I don't like Sniperwolf. I don't like this. I don't like news.
But she's beautiful.
Like drama. Anyways, I would like to provide you guys with a better example of this, of YouTube actually taking action. Something that could be compared to this in terms of YouTube's response, and it involves doxing as well. Happened to my friend, the Act Man, back.
Oh, yeah. See, but here's the thing. For every case that YouTube actually acts appropriately, like they should, they also just act wrongly in a different time. So, like, I don't know.
In June of 2022, he tweeted this: I'm excited to announce a new series of videos I'll be making on YouTube called Doxing Adventures with Actman. In it, I'll be doxing and harassing the family members of YouTube employees and other content creators. It's sure to have lots of family...
Which he obviously said as a joke, by the way.
Fun. Ha ha ha. And then it's him doing this. Obviously, not a good idea to tweet that, right? But clearly a joke, though, at the same time. Jokes are meant to be funny and kind of straddle the edge of what's okay. That's like comedy and has been for a while. This was in response...
Shout out to Twitter for always understanding comedy. I would like to make this moment a personal thanks to Twitter for always understanding my comedy so well, laughing at my jokes, thinking I'm funny.
To YouTube failing to do anything about him being doxxed by another YouTube creator known as Quantum TV. And this happened on YouTube, by the way, not Instagram or some tertiary platform. Actman was literally doxxed on YouTube by Quantum TV. And this dude never faced real consequences. He still has a channel, but there were consequences for the Actman.
Yeah!
He was by YouTube, literally. They didn't temporarily demonetize him or give him a warning or give him a strike. They removed him from the partner program.
They demonetized his entire channel after he got doxxed, and the doxer didn't face consequences.
Entirely. My YouTube partner just reached out to me to inform me that at some point I will be removed from the YouTube partner program and my channel will be completely demonetized. I'm going to continue working with my partner on this matter. All video plans will be put on hold. Absolutely bad. Bad news. That's terrible, dude. All for a joke, right? And then they let him know immediately. He got extremely worried. Thankfully, in the end, the decision was reversed and cooler heads prevailed, and it was shown that Quantum TV was, necessarily that good of a dude, and this was clearly a joke for the Act Man, but it just shows an example of a similar situation being handled seriously by YouTube. Not a joke, like an actual real situation, not even a joke. So it's comparable, but it's also one's here a joke and one's real life. Act Man even came out in support of YouTube's decision to provide some consequences with a unique take. Mad props to YouTube. We thought they wouldn't do anything about SSSniperwolf Dax and Jacksfilms, and I'm very happy to be wrong. Thanks for doing the right thing.
No, Jacksfilms, no.
YouTube, I apologize for talking shit. Probably should be a permaban though.
Yeah, I wouldn't apologize for talking shit. I think talking shit about YouTube is completely justifiable. Shout out to YouTube for being always on my side, despite me not always being on theirs.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I agree. Yeah, I'm glad they did something though. I'm glad they actually did reach out.
It's nice they actually did something, but dude, they should have fucking annihilated her from the platform.
Because I thought nothing was gonna happen. I was pretty fucking upset. Not really, I didn't give a as soon as I'm done filming, dude, I'm out there just digging holes. I'm out digging holes in my yard, looking at the sun with my shirt off, wearing my Creed shirt. I love life. By the way, more stuff happened kind of before this that
I love Oompaville, bro. He's the best creator ever.
I'm a little bit hesitant to talk about because it involves underage people on Omegle, and this is bad. This is pretty bad. Some clips came of light. And I kept not sure I can talk about the things that happen in the clip involving SSSniperwolf and an underage person without just getting shit on by YouTube, so I'm not going to.
Don't worry, that's why you have me. Allegedly, SSniperwolf and a 15-year-old on fucking Omegle were talking, and SSniperwolf was like, oh, hey, 15-year-old allegedly. I'll show you my boobs if you show me yours. That's the clip. And she did it more than once with boys and girls. She is an advocate of gender equality. She will allegedly sexually harass minors of any gender. So shout out to SSniperwolf for being so based. And the good news is I'm homeless. So SSniperwolf can't dox me. Can't dox my house if I don't have one. Yeah! Sorry, all right.
Probably other videos or whatever, but let's just say SSniperwolf really covering her tracks because the looking glass is just honed in on her
Dude, the Eye of Sauron is looking at SSniperwolf right now.
And everything she's ever done wrong, people are finding. Anyways, I wasn't expecting YouTube to do much. I'm glad that they did something. I'm kind of tired of SSniperwolf. I don't really give a fuck. Maybe if something cool happens, I'll make another video. I don't really care, dude. TBH, I'm just gonna be out back here jacking it.
He's so real. He's so real for that! Yeah, I don't know. I just get really worked up in the whole SSniperwolf situation, honestly. I am impressed by the level of stupidity shown by SSniperwolf, and I'm also maddened at the lack of accountability taken by SSniperwolf. This situation, I think, is one of the worst YouTube situations in the history of YouTube drama, and that is why I have extensively looked at it. And I will probably be looking at more drama stuff on stream, because I have reached that stage of no fucks given that I have been in, you know, just kind of vibing and thrilled, and it's been fun. All right, like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.